Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the 9th episode.
The first ever
of Daycation. Oh gosh, I'm still in Daycation Kingdom mode. I'm so into it. As soon as you said first ever, I just went right into Daycation Kingdom. So no, this is not Daycation Kingdom. This is Attractions Magazine Expansion Drive podcast. Yes.
Are you sure?
Positive. We're going to bring you all the nerdy news that you need to know from all of geekdom, whether it be theme parks, video games, movies, TVs, comics, music, you name it. We're probably going to be talking about it if we have time anyway. As always, I'm your host, Mike Kerrigan, with my friends, Kelsey.
Oh, I'm drinking. Sorry. I'm Kelsey. Hi.
Didi.
You caught me in the middle.
Hello. How are you
And
doing?
for the first time ever, because she's been bugging me for 8 episodes to join, my daughter, Trinity.
Hello.
Yay.
I love how red your face is, Trinity. I've known you your whole life, and you're just so embarrassed right now. You're
Yeah,
like
she's like,
giggly
yeah.
and blushing.
You're on a video podcast or vlog, every week. You think you'd be just used to this by now.
I don't know.
No, you have to talk into the mic. Into the mic. There you go. Talk.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so before we get into the news, we always do the what's going on. So, Kelsey, what's going on? Last week, you weren't here. You were doing your audition for Halloween Horror Nights. How'd it go?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I didn't get it, which is totally cool. But I think I'm pretty sure we talked about this before the podcast. But I'm pretty sure they did want me because they called me back in. They asked to look at my stomach, and then they kind of.
Wait, what? They asked to look at your stomach. Is this like a normal thing for auditions?
Yeah, I mean, I think that everybody that has to go in there and gets called back in has to show their stomach because there's a lot of like shirtless dudes.
Yeah.
sometimes,
Okay.
And
Okay,
girls
got
wear
that.
like bikini tops, and I mean, you're being hired as an actor. They're gonna see that you're not,
Well, except for guys
you don't
like
look like
me.
me.
We got the big belly. They don't want to see that.
And they double checked that my available because I was only available very, very, very limited days because first of all, I did not want to work every day. It was reserve or nothing kind of a thing, and I also have a full-time job, so it was like cool. But they couldn't even mentioned if my scheduling was at all flexible at all. And I said no, and I mean, that was it.
That was the end of it?
That was the end of it.
unfortunate.
So I'm fine with me. I'll just be able to go to Horror Nights like every day. It was just a free Horror Nights ticket. That's kind of what I wanted
But
it
besides
for.
the scheduling thing, you had good feedback for it.
I mean, yeah. I
That's
mean, they
good.
saw my stomach and asked me about my scheduling. So if they would have seen my stomach and be like, okay, we're good now, bye.
It's the most awkward thing ever. Yeah, let me see your stomach.
I felt like a total, Jersey Shore, like, look at my six-pack. And it's not a six-pack at all, guys.
You were just talking about pasta before the show. I don't think it's a 6-pack.
I was like having like a 10-minute conversation about pasta.
Mr. Didi, anything good this week?
Yes. I actually went to a show. I saw Downlink and Diesel Boy. That was really fun. I worked a lot. I saw my mom. And I'm getting ready to experience some freedom tomorrow. And see Metallica on Wednesday.
Oh, very nice. I forgot
I'm really excited about it.
that's coming up too. I forgot.
Yeah.
But you played some Breath of the Wild. You stuck into there again?
I've been playing a little too much Breath of the Wild. Like last night, my friend came over. It was like kind of late, and she was like, "Oh, let's watch some Glow." And I'm like, "Okay, Breath of the Wild." And like, she's watching it. And she's just like, "Are you gonna watch it?" I go, "Yeah, I'm watching it." Breath of the Wild.
Speaking of, my brother watched it. Is it? What's
It's
your
good.
opinion? I've heard good things. I just been
Awesome.
binge watching other things.
You can binge watch it. It's literally every episode is literally 30,
It's only 30
35
minutes,
minutes. And we knocked out 6 episodes last
See,
night.
I'm binge watching right now my guilty pleasure, which is the most basic girl thing I watch, and I kind of hate myself for it. It's the originals. It's based off the Vampire Diaries series.
Oh, I know what that
Netflix
is.
released their newest season, and I'm like, gotta watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's my own. It's my one. That and K-dramas are my guilty pleasures. Let me
loo-
have it.
I've looked at it.
It's vampires, werewolves, witches in New Orleans. Like, come on now.
I mean, I'm kind of watching Attack on Titan right now, rewatching it, so I don't really have.
I think
any
I know.
room
I think
for
you'd
anything
probably
else.
like it. You'd probably like it more than you would want to like it.
Yeah, I finally gave her the login for Hulu, so she can finally watch season 2.
Watching it. Yeah,
Well, no, but season
started
2's on there, so I think
Yeah.
she's rewatching before the second season.
Oh, you should have just gone straight into the second season.
I forgot everything.
So Trinity, I pretty much know what you did, this weekend since you live
Dad,
under
what did
the
we
same
do
roof.
this weekend?
So see, Friday, I know I was sick Friday.
Yeah.
Friday I was really sick. Saturday we went and explored Boardwalk. It was nice. I haven't been out there for a while. I was really surprised.
That's a really neat place.
Yeah, it's really cool. We walked around, I think twice. It's like a mile to walk around that whole entire
It
area,
is.
right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Did you guys go anywhere over there?
No, we just walked
No.
around and we saw illuminations from the boardwalk, and then What's the other? Of course, they did Star Wars as we were leaving. We were hoping they're going to do the movie out on the beach for Yacht and Beach Club, but because it started storming, they brought it inside. So, yeah.
I hate when that happens.
But I fell into one of the holes of the mid-year sale for PSN last week.
Oh no!
I bought Mad Max for $8.
I think
That game is legit.
Is it?
It's so good.
Okay.
Really?
It's like car combat, from Borderlands, mixed with Batman Arkham, and like when you're out of the car.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah.
It does look really
Yeah, I'll
cool.
buy it. $8.
Yeah, and like you get a whole map, but it's kind of like Far Cry where you get into a blimp and you explore like what's all in this map area, and yeah, I like it a lot. Anything else? Anybody else good? Everybody? Yeah. No?
I mean, yeah. I mean, other than that, I went out like 3 nights in a row.
I went out too to Gerudo Valley, Hyrule Field,
I really want to take you to like a fancy event.
Karakiko Forest.
Kikira Village, Haturno Village. That mission stunk. We had to do the blue furnace. Woof.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was terrible.
All I have left to do is beat Ganon. That's all I have left.
haven't beaten-
I'm going through and finding everything before I do it because I'm one of those completionists where I want to try and get as much as I possibly can before I actually fight the boss.
Same.
And of course, the
pretty bad.
DLC came out on Friday too.
So it'll never really be over.
No. They have this one where it's like what's it called, the Master Trial,
Master Trial,
something like
yeah.
that. Once you get the Master Sword, you go to the forest where you find it, and you put it back into the stone, whatever, and it starts off like 40 different levels of you going through each thing, but you don't have any of the armor, any of the swords, nothing. It's just here. Try and get through all 40 levels without
you don't
dying.
even have like a sword you can defend yourself
No,
with?
when you
It's, like,
first start, you
literally-
go get like a tree branch.
So it's basically like when you first start the game.
Yeah.
They're
but-
like, here you go. Here's how you sprint, jump, and attack.
Yeah.
All right, go.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
Oh,
I
jeez.
was utilizing the grenades a lot, the bombs
Oh, yeah.
or whatever.
Okay.
Especially
so-
since I'm moving in like a month. I'm trying not to spend extra money,
Yeah.
but
It's
I
worth it.
really want.
It's worth it.
It's so funny.
so badly.
This is episode 9, correct?
Episode 9.
We've
so-
talked about this every episode.
Since the first episode, you were like, no.
Oh, it's not even the first episode. It's like
Before, yeah, we both were like that. We both were
that.
like that.
Me and Didi, we have a group chat with a few of our friends, and he posted on there basically that he got a Switch or said something about the Switch, and all of them were like, "Wait a minute, what?" and freaking out because he just crapped on it for so long. You crapped on Scott for having it, like our friend Scott for like having it for a while. Yeah,
It's
look
awesome.
at that face.
And wait until what comes out next month with the Inklings.
Ooh, Splatoon
Yeah,
2.
Splatoon 2.
Oh, that game looks. I saw the Treehouse today, or no, the Treehouse they did at E3, but they're doing another one on Thursday. I was watching videos yesterday at work, and I'm getting
Did you play
hyped.
the first one at all?
Nope.
First one was good. We
It
had
was
it on the
good.
Wii
It
U.
was really fun.
Yeah. Gavin was all about that. That
Oh,
was like
yeah.
his first multiplayer
Yes.
game because of course Nintendo is more kind of kid friendly where you don't really talk to people or anything. It's just you go around and you play the game. And Gavin was all about it. He loved it.
Yeah, there was actually like a tournament they did, some huge world championship they did at E3. But all right, sorry, we're talking too many video games.
No,
Anyways.
you're good. You're good. Let's go ahead and get into the news.
Time for some singular possessive news.
News.
We have, I think, 10 items on the list.
Not a baker's dozen.
No bakers. Coming over from IGN, Joe Scribbles. He says Spider-Man: Homecoming sequel will be the start of the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 4. Phase 4 already.
Okay, this is where I'm. Before you read this, I'm confused. I didn't know there were phases. So where does it?
So, like,
Do you
Avengers was the end of Phase 1.
Okay.
Phase 2 is ending with what was it? God, where did it end?
Should I look it up?
Would it be like Civil War or something, or Ultron?
Maybe.
I didn't know there were these things called phases. I thought it was just
Yeah.
one.
So
Research.
all right, well, while he's doing that, I'll go ahead and read the story. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige has revealed that the sequel to Spider-Man: Homecoming will mark the start of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's fourth phase, and has revealed some plot details about the 2019 movie. 2019, we're already talking about it.
Wow.
Speaking to IO9, Feige explained that the as-yet untitled follow-up fourth Avengers movie coming May 3rd, 2019, will mark the unprecedented conclusion to a 22-movie overarching narrative. That is ridiculous. 22 movies.
That's ridiculous.
After that, Homecoming 2, or whatever it turns out to be called, will start the next phase of the MCU. Feige explained that Homecoming 2 would likely be the only Phase 4 film formally announced until after Avengers 4's release, although Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is all but certainly at a certainty at this point. He says, quote, I hope the news comes out after that. I think there will be certain elements that start to come about, not the least of which is already announced release date of the next Spider-Man film, but other than that, we're going to keep it very close to the vest. Feige also revealed some plot details about the sequel. This year's Homecoming will be set during Peter Parker's high school sophomore year, and his sequel won't be set much later. Taking place during his junior year, possibly meaning both Infinity War and its sequel will be during his summer break, which sounds hard. It was purposely done like this, Feige said, like how the events of Captain America Civil War impacted Peter as he was dropped off by Tony and expected to go back to continue his sophomore year. How the hell are the events of Infinity War and Untitled Avengers going to affect him as he, yes, goes back to his junior year? Feige added that only the broad strokes were completed for the sequel, and formal scripting will come later. We also know that Iron Man will be dropping out to be replaced by a different character for Spidey to team up with. It's not clear where we'll be left after Homecoming 2, given that Spider-Man may leave the MCU after the film's conclusion. We may have more films to get through Phase 3 before we come to any of this, however. After Spider-Man Homecoming is released on July 7th, we have, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Captain Marvel before it all comes to a head with Avengers 4. Holy shnikes. Okay, Banks, our research guy for the week.
So yes, Phase 1 was Iron Man through the Avengers.
Okay.
Phase 2 was Iron Man 3 through Ant-Man.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Phase 3 started with Civil War and then what you just said.
And,
Okay.
The rest of the movies.
wow.
Ant-Man low-key was so good. Okay.
It was.
Yes, it was good.
Oh man, I feel like the people sleep on that one out of the rest of them, but it's such a good movie.
Holy shit. I didn't realize 22 movies
That's crazy.
for one canon.
Storyline?
That's I didn't realize that. There was that many movies already.
Can't-
Or will be, I should say.
I wonder if they'll ever say if the whole thing's ever over. They'll release one giant box set with like all the movies.
How much would they price that? Though?
All right. Am I going crazy or am I hearing music? Is anyone else hearing music?
I'm hearing
I think it's coming from.
It's-
Oh. I'm going crazy here. Like, God?
They are doing, I think they are doing the phases in box sets.
Oh, okay.
They have
Yeah.
the Phase 1 box set that had a replica of the Tesseract.
Tesseract, yeah. I remember
Oh, okay.
that.
That's right.
Yeah.
22 movies. That's a whole lot of money.
Yeah. And Robert Downey Jr. making most of it.
Oh my gosh, he's in everything now.
Yeah. And
Really?
it's so funny because he said that he wasn't going to be in past like Avengers 2 or whatever it was. And
Yeah.
here he is still going
He's in
with
Spi-
it.
He's just a side character in Spider-Man.
Yeah. Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., a side character, which is
I
just
know.
crazy.
Insane.
Yeah. I like the team up aspect of it though, that he has this new Uncle Ben to look up to, that
Yeah.
he has Tony to
I
look
just
at
feel
it.
like it gives it more like continuity in a weird way, where it's kind of like they're passing over
The torch,
like,
yeah.
passing over the torch, but at the same time it's kind of like, oh well, he's there, he's not the focus of it, but
Yeah.
he still exists. It's like whenever you see like a movie about like one specific one, like Iron Man, you don't see a lot of Captain America in it, you don't see a lot of whatever, but in reality they would see each other more. They
Yeah.
would see each other at some point.
And then what's interesting too is they talk about with Iron Man leaving. Does that mean that Cap leaves too? That he hands it off to either Bucky or Falcon? That like they do in the comic books. And what's going to happen here?
I didn't know Iron Man was leaving.
So I mean, I guess they can figure that Robert Downey Jr. is not going to be around forever, and you can't cast another person
That's true.
as him.
No.
Right
Yeah.
now.
No, I think that Chris Evans will be done after Infinity War.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, I love him so much that I'm gonna be really sad to see him go. But who would you rather see, Sam or Bucky with the shield?
Oh, whoever plays Bucky, no way.
Oh,
So
shut
Sam
up! I
thinks-
love the
You don't
guy.
like him?
Sebastian Stan is
No way.
amazing.
I love
Mm-mm.
Sebastian
I think
Stan.
I don't think he's very good in the movies. In my opinion.
Well, I mean,
Your
I don't-
Garbo trash opinions, though.
I don't think he's a great actor, but I don't think the character calls for that. I think Danny Hill. Yeah, I don't
I
know.
mean, some of his subtle acting is really good. Like he doesn't really have to like say a lot, and he's
But as
portrays a
Cap,
lot
I think
more.
you would have to.
Yeah.
But even in the comics, Bucky Cap was a lot more stoic.
But Bucky Cap was awesome in the comics.
Yeah.
In this one, he's just very
But
like.
they also it's the character that the way it's written, they might give him more, and it might give him more of an opportunity to become that because he has something to live up to.
I really like the actor who's playing Falcon, though. I can't remember.
I really love him.
he's
Anthony
funny.
I forgot his-
Mackie?
Anthony Mackie. Yeah.
Yeah.
because he even does Candlelight, here. I think he did it last
Oh, yeah,
year.
that's right, yep.
I'm not sure if
Yeah.
he's coming back this year or not.
I
but-
just think his character's so well liked and so like already established in the universe that I feel like
then why not already hand him over the shield then?
I feel like if they already have one character, they want to bring another one in for more money, maybe a separate movie. They'd probably want to bring in a different person for it, like a redemption
Maybe, yeah.
for Bucky.
All right, on to number 2. Free games this month for PlayStation Plus and Xbox.
Hey.
So over on Xbox, from July 1st through the 30th, Grow Up. I'm not sure what that one is for
Probably
Xbox
indie.
One. Runbow. Anybody know? Nothing.
Nope.
Over on the 360 with the backwards compatibility, Kane and Lynch 2, Dog Days. I actually played a little bit of this back in the day. It was
Yeah,
pretty
okay.
good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Lego Pirates of the Caribbean.
Any Lego game is good.
Yeah, any Lego. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the few games that Frauke got like 100 or 1,000 gamer score on for
wow.
Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then over on PS4, Sony knows what's up this month.
yes.
So Until Dawn,
So good.
one of the best games that Sony has.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Very good.
That one's free. Game of Thrones, a Telltale game series. It's
It's
okay.
okay. It's probably
Yeah.
my least favorite Telltale game.
I appreciate
It's
what
still
they tried
good.
doing.
Yeah.
Tokyo Jungle over on PS3, Dark Stalkers Resurrection on PS3,
Very
and
good
then
fighting game.
over on Vita, Element 4 and Don't Die, Mr. Robot. That's a
I think it's
cross
supposed
by.
to be Elemental.
What? Oh,
Whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
but
It's a Vita game. No one's gonna play it anymore.
if you're, gosh, I was gonna say if you're live. If you're listening live, today's the last day you could buy the games from last month. So
Yeah.
but-
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, guys. You're out of luck.
I really love Until Dawn being on that list. Especially with the new games from oh god, I totally lost the studio.
Supermassive.
Yeah, Supermassive. I was just listening to a podcast on the way in from Kind of Funny, and they were talking about 3 different games from them was announced at D3.
Yeah.
So you have the prequel game to Until Dawn.
Yeah.
You have the Sync
The
Link,
forgot what it's
link,
called again.
link,
Links
something.
Link something.
Yeah.
Sync.
I'm always yawning.
and then they have another whichever. Until Dawn is amazing.
Hey,
I loved
yes.
Until
So
Dawn.
good.
Seriously.
Let's see here. Number 3. It says the Batman will be a noir-driven detective version of Batman, says director Matt Reeves. And that comes from BatmanNews.com by Cress Begley. Matt Reeves hasn't said much about the Batman during his War for the Planet of the Apes interviews, but mostly because he hasn't started working on it yet. In a new video interview with a new trailer buzz, Reeves gave us the biggest clue yet as to what fans can expect from this Batman movie. He says, quote, "There's a chance to do almost a noir-driven detective version of Batman that is point-of-view driven in a very, very powerful way. That will hopefully connect you to what's going on inside of his head," said Reeves. I'm about that life.
So this is the one with Ben Affleck, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna think like it's gonna be like L.A. Noir.
I mean,
Or maybe like detective mode.
I still don't. I still am not a fan of Ben Affleck as Batman. I just doesn't do it for me. I just don't like it very much. But it's one of those like I'm not a huge Wonder Woman fan, but the Wonder Woman movie was fantastic. It was
Oh, did
utterly
you finally see
fantastic.
it?
Yeah, I saw it. It was utterly fantastic. So I hope for the best. So I just kind of have to whether the concept is good or not. It's kind of a lot of other things that are going to be involved.
I really like the whole noir aspect to what Reeves is talking about. I really dig all those style types of movies. LA Confidential, and then the Black Dahlia murders and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I think that could be a really cool, different way if it's
But
not
will
like.
it fit in with the rest of it,
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
like the other styles of the everything.
It's just
Well,
it's just a separate movie.
yeah,
I know,
totally
but I'm saying, but even if it's a separate movie, let's just like, are they?
I mean, no
trying-
different than what Guardians of the Galaxy is compared to what
That's
Captain
fair.
America and stuff like that. Everything's got their own little style to it. I think it'd be really cool just because of. I hope if it's gonna do like a noir thing, it's really just detective based. That he doesn't have to go
Yeah.
full on Batman beating up the crap out of everything. That it's really just his like in the shadows, lurking,
'Cause
trying
he's
to
the
find out
world's
what's the
greatest
Yeah.
detective. I
Yeah.
would like to see that aspect because I don't feel like you get to really see that a lot. It's just more,
No.
I got a lot of tech and I can beat people up, kind of a thing.
But I think probably purists and folks like us would probably enjoy it. Whereas like person A would probably be like, "Where's all the explosions? Where's all the gadgets and Batmobile stuff going on?" and they'll probably be disappointed with the movie. So who knows? I mean, that's what I think.
Somebody's
still
gonna be
think
disappointed about everything. It doesn't matter what it
that's
is.
true.
Mm.
But I think it should just still be some sort of action-packed, crazy Batman movie.
Only time will tell. I'm ignoring that.
Number 4.
It'll still be a fun movie though.
I know the three of us are very excited about this. Trini, not so much. I don't let her watch this one yet.
No.
Number 4, Rick and Morty, Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland finally reveal season 3 premiere date, says Jesse Sheeden over on IGN. He says the long wait for Rick and Morty's 3rd season is almost over. Creators Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon revealed tonight that the new episodes will resume on Adult Swim starting Sunday, July 30th.
I only have one thing to say about this.
Hold on, let me finish first. The news came during a special live stream event where Roiland and Harmon responded to various audience questions, even as Harmon busied himself typing out a new script for the series, with plenty of audience input. In addition to the premiere date, they also confirmed that Season 3 will lock in at 10 episodes, the same length as Season 2. Fans of the series will no doubt remember that Season 3 technically premiered already, with Adult Swim airing The Rick Shank Redemption, which I still haven't watched.
Oh,
Yeah, I haven't
I've
had a
watched
chance
it
to watch
so
it
many
several
times.
times in a row on April 1st as unexpected April Fool's Day joke. That episode was broadcast once again leading up to the live stream, though rumors of that Roiland and Harmon will debut the next episode, Rick Mancing the Stone, turned out to be false. Oh, I wish that would have been awesome. All right, what were we going to say?
All I have to say is, I'm Pickle Rick!
I can't wait for
I'm
this.
so excited.
It took me so long to actually start watching the show, and since Hulu had it, everything on there for seasons 1 and 2, I binge watched all of them. I think in 2 days, and the gloriousness that is Rick and Morty. I love it.
If any of you guys listening have not watched it or slept on it or like, I don't care, whatever, seriously, do yourself a favor and watch it. Oh my goodness.
It's really good. I've probably seen the whole series. Gosh, almost not as much as I've seen The Office, but probably double digits.
No.
And the more you watch it, the more you realize how deep the whole story is.
Yeah.
Like you'll
Yeah.
learn like more and more stuff like that you missed, and you're like, what? And like it's awesome. Watch it. It's really good.
It's funny, is that's how I got through. Sometimes I still do it. I get through cardio. I just watch Rick and Morty episodes. Like I watch an episode. It's like, I watch about an hour of Rick and Morty, and I'm like, okay, I'm done now.
Yeah.
But yeah, really
It's
good.
okay.
Maybe we'll see, Trinity.
It's so good. I mean,
No.
At least you said maybe.
Yeah, I didn't say no, but it's your mother that you have to actually talk into.
just do it on the DL and just don't talk about
Yeah,
it. too
no,
much.
because that won't happen at all.
I
Yeah.
know.
Number 5, sticking to Rick and Morty news. Rick and Morty is coming to Rocket League. Rick and Morty will be available as free customization items in Rocket League starting July 5th, which is Wednesday, the day that this show is going up. So go right now and download these items.
Oh.
As per an update on
Right,
RocketLeague.com,
pause us
Rick
or
and
do it
Morty.
while you're watching us.
Just listen and download at the same time. That's all you have to do. Rick and Morty will be available as antennas, Krumullen. Wait a minute, who? What is that one?
Cromelin.
Who's that one? I don't remember who that is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
yeah.
him, Mr. Meeseeks, and it says Mr. PBH, but I'm going to go ahead and say it because I love the name, Mr. Poopy Butthole. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Will be available as toppers, and you'll also be able to enjoy the interdimensional GB rocket boost and Sanchez DC 137 wheels. As a bonus,
Show me what you've
oh,
got.
okay. Now I know who he is. And the Kremlin topper can drop as a painted item.
That's awesome.
I love that Rocket League is just introducing all these crazy items to their cars. I'm for lack of a better term.
It's really cool. It's free.
Yeah, free.
Was the Batman stuff free?
No, I think those are like $2. I
That's
think
right.
it is because they do that. They do the Fast and the Furious cars. They do the DeLorean.
It was me.
I'm not sure. There's a bunch of them on there, but I think those are usually like $2 or whatever. So being free is awesome.
Speaking of Mr. PBH,
Okay.
there was a girl at Player One the other day who had legit
no.
Mr. Poopy Butthole tattoo on her arm.
Wow.
Just like a little tiny one just on the back of her arm, and it was probably the greatest thing ever. I wanted to go up to her so badly.
I love that. We were at Books A Million the other day and they actually even had a
pop figure?
pop figure. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Mr.
I ended up finding it, and I went, "Hey, Dad, who's Mr. Poopy Butthole?" He goes,
Don't
"Don't worry about it."
Yeah, no. That's still my favorite episode. Still, the first was that first season, right?
yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Such a good.
Oh
I get punished for not having any bad memories.
no.
Oh.
All right, number 6. Fox sets release date for 6 more Marvel-based movies, says Alex Osborne over at IGN. He says 6 untitled Marvel-based movies from 20th Century Fox have now release dates. According to Box Office Authority Exhibitor Relations, the release schedule is as follows: June 7th, 19, November 22nd, 19, March 13th, 2020, June 26th, 20, October 2nd, 20, and March 5th, 21. Oh my God. I love that they're playing that far in advance.
Yeah.
It's safe to assume one of the upcoming movies will be Deadpool 3, as reports surfaced last year that Fox is so confident in the Ryan Reynolds-led film franchise that it's already planning a third film. It's quite possible that X-Force is also part of the lineup, and the story of Deadpool 3 will allegedly incorporate the X-Force, and Reynolds has made it clear that he's getting an X-Force film off the ground a priority.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Another possible film in the lineup is Gambit in production.
I'm so pumped for that.
Yes.
I love
Yeah,
Gambit.
I'm the same way.
Hold on, let me finish. Another possible film in the lineup is Gambit, a production that has suffered multiple delays. While director Doug Liman left the project last year, it would reportedly re-enter active development with a new filmmaker. If recent development or rumblings are any indication, it's also possible Fox is planning another try at Fantastic Four.
Just let it die, man. Let it die.
Fox has big plans for the X-Men film franchise next year. The New Mutants will be released on April 13th, 2018, which will be followed by Deadpool 2 on June 1st and Dark Phoenix on November 2nd.
Dark Phoenix, I am there.
I have no faith in Fox.
Same.
No faith.
Same.
I'm surprised they actually got Deadpool right, but I think it's only because Ryan Reynolds was so heavily involved.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for better things to come out of it. From Deadpool on, now I want them to know.
The last X-Men movie, what was it? Was that Apocalypse?
I think so.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah, I watched half of it and I said, I'm done.
It's so bad.
So
I
bad.
feel like the costuming and like little bits part of it could have had so much potential.
I think the whole thing was just
yeah, it was bad.
It was just it was brutal. I'm excited about X-Force though. But they has to be rated R, and they have to. It's all about cable. Like if they get the right cable, it's gonna work.
Who would you want for cable?
Well, there you have it. Josh Brolin.
No, but
Yeah.
like who would you like? Perfect.
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin.
He has that look and
Or
him-
Keira Knightley.
or if they could get Tom Hardy because he can do
No,
anything.
not Tom Hardy. No,
he
stop
can do-
electing him to do
He can
everything.
do anything and everything.
Oh,
I
God.
love me some Tom Hardy.
Oh.
We need a new Little Mermaid. Tom Hardy.
Oh.
I mean, he was Bane.
Bane, yes.
I feel like you talked only in that voice the entire time.
I think this happened with me already. Didn't I do that?
Yeah,
Then
you
say
did.
that?
It's my goal to make everybody do it.
Oh, but yeah, I don't know. And then Gambit, it's been in production hell for 4 or 5 years, and then
know.
who was it? Channing Tatum?
No, he's not. No, he got off of it. I think. I don't think he's.
That's
in
what
it.
he said, and then he came back, and he was at Comic-Con last year with the whole entire group last year.
Yeah, I
and-
don't want him to be Gambit at all. Like I don't at all.
If it's like a comedic, if he does like
No,
the comedic
nope.
Channing Tatum,
Nope, he is not Gambit.
but he
He's
has
not
to get the
Gambit.
accent, the charm.
Yeah.
Nope, and he has
But
none
I
of
don't
those.
see Gambit as a standalone character.
No, I don't either.
The comics were bad, in my opinion, and I don't think it'll work out.
No, I don't think so either. As much as I love Gambit as a character, he was always my favorite X-Men growing up. Whenever I was outside playing, I'd always go find the stick and be like, "Hey, I'm Gambit, mon ami," and start throwing my cards and hey, share. But yeah, no, I don't know what they're gonna do, but hopefully Fox figures out what they're doing because I don't know.
They should just hire us to run Fox and make movies.
No, I definitely don't do that either. Number 7, Hellboy reboot will embrace practical effects and its R rating, says director, says Evan Campbell over at IGN. He says Hellboy Rise of the Blood Queen director Neil Marshall is looking forward to the flexibility of film's R rating and using practical effects. EW noticed that Marshall opened up about the Hellboy reboot on the podcast Post-Mortem. He says, quote, "We've been granted permission to do it R-rated, which for me is like taking the cuffs off," the filmmaker said. "It's not like I'm going to force it to be R-rated, but if it happens to come out that way just because of my own sensibilities, then fine, and nobody's going to stop us. So that's the main difference, but also when you go back to the original material, it's kind of bloody, so I'm going to embrace that." Marshall also plans to embrace practical effects for the film, which is aiming for a horror movie style. "I love to do stuff in camera whenever I possibly can, and use CG as the amazing tool that it is to enhance or expand upon the world, but not to use it to replace reality when you can do it for real," he said. Hellboy himself, David Harbour, said the reboot should start filming in September. Last month, Hellboy Rise of the Blood Queen got its first promo art.
Oh man, I'm
And
so
that's exactly
excited.
what you talked about, specifically, Kelsey, is when they announced that David Harbour was going to be taking over, that you wanted it to be practical effects and you wanted it to be R-rated, and It seems like they listen to the podcast.
They obviously, again, they should hire me to do all these movies because obviously I have the best ideas. No, but that's why even if you didn't like the story or the feel of the original Hellboy movies, you can't deny the fact that it was a beautiful movie. The makeup was beautiful. The character creations were beautiful. And it was just a work of art.
Hmm?
It was just a work of art.
Usually a lot of those Guillermo del Toro movies are.
Yeah. And that's what I want. I feel like you lose a lot of artistry with CGI. I like a lot of practical effects.
Hmm?
So
Look at that. We break news here on this show.
We force news, really.
And now we change the direction of Hellboy to make it practical effects. Guys, we're legit. We're legit.
too legit to.
Now, did you guys like the originals? I really like the
I
originals.
loved them.
I did, but I only saw them. Honestly, I saw each of them once, and I was like, I'm good.
I
Nothing
haven't watched them in forever, but I remember
You-
I
yeah,
I'll
we watched
rewatch
them,
them,
right?
a
Yeah.
lot. I'll just get bored. I'll be like, oh, it's on Netflix, cool, and I'll just put it on.
Yeah.
yeah.
Even the cartoon ones were actually pretty good,
The cartoon
too.
was good.
Yeah.
I like
There
the
was
cartoon
like, 2 cartoon movies, I think it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty good. I like those.
Yeah, I really like the graphic novels and stuff of them too. It's really good. I like Hellboy.
Let's see, number 8. This was late last week. It was the same day that we did the podcast last week. But it says, Fast and Furious, Michelle Rodriguez threatens to leave unless they, quote, show some love to the women of the franchise. Lucy O'Brien over at IGN, she says, actress Michelle Rodriguez took to Instagram earlier to celebrate the digital release of The Fate of the Furious and deliver a message to Universal about including more women in the franchise. Quote, F8 is out digitally today. I hope they decide to show some of the love to the women of the franchise on the next one, wrote Rodriguez. Or I just might have to say goodbye to a loved franchise. It's been a good ride, and I'm grateful for the opportunity the fans and the studio have provided over years. One love. Despite recent inclusions of Charlize Theron and Helen Mirren, women in the heavily male-dominated series haven't had the best run. Spoiler ahead, just letting you know. Jordana Brewster was cut out after 4 films in the wake of Paul Walker's death, while Elsa Pataky's Elena Nieves was shot in the head in the last film.
Oh, man. I didn't see the film yet.
Are you serious?
Well, he said
Well-
spoiler alert.
Well, Target actually had a great deal about a couple months ago where you can get all 8 movies for like $20.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Blu-ray.
Yeah, I didn't get the order in time before they canceled all of them. Yeah. I went to do it, and it was already done.
Oh.
She said also Rodriguez has never shied away from being outspoken over the lack of female representation in the series. In an interview with Australia's Herald Sun earlier this year, she pointed out that 3 girls and 20 dudes is a sausage factory, end quote. Despite the fact that ticket sales for the series are almost evenly split across the gender. 2 films are planned in the Fast and the Furious series, with Rodriguez's character Letty is presumably set to star in. Yeah, I kind of agree with her too.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot, whatever how you say her name is.
Yeah.
She was awesome in it, and then
So good.
she's done.
Yeah.
Michelle Rodriguez was, in it, and then she was done, and then she came back.
Yeah.
Lazarus.
And then of course you had what was the name I just said? Who was Vin?
Are you talking about Paul Walker's Vin Diesel's sister?
No. Elena, the Brazilian one from, what was it, 6, right?
Yeah, the cop,
Yeah,
right?
the cop. Yeah. Now she was in it for just the hot, and even when she
Yeah.
was in it, she was only in just a couple scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then who was the MMA girl? That
Ronda
was-
Rousey. She was in
No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's right. She was in it
yeah.
too, but I was even thinking about her. I totally forgot about she was being in it. The
Oh.
other one, Gina Carano.
Yeah.
All the women that are in it, they're
They're one and done.
Universal.
done.
Why do you hate women so much?
Same
That's a
way
real
that,
question.
same way they hate practical rides. They'd rather just do simulators.
I mean, they need to have simulators of only women.
I mean, I'm all about Charlize Theron. I thought she was really good in the movie. And she had a really big role in it.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Helen Mirren?
I don't want to say why she was in it.
Please don't tell me
No,
why.
yeah, I don't want to say why.
don't
Since
know.
you heard that spoiler.
They
with Elena.
definitely
Ugh.
deserve a lot more representation, and especially her. I feel like they need to give her a lot more
Mm-hmm.
cred, and she shouldn't be all alone
Yeah.
I mean,
or kill every
I mean,
woman. That's
Letty's
in it.
not who I'm going to see the movie for.
yeah.
It's The Rock, it's Vin Diesel, it's Tyrese.
So the
It's
real
really-
question is, why do you hate women, Mike?
they're
They're yucky.
I mean, they
cooties.
just- they're not the characters in the movie that I'm looking for. If they were built, and maybe it's Universal's fault if the characters on the movie were built that I would like them more. So then yeah, I'll be all
That's
about
probably
it.
what she means.
Yeah.
So,
General idea.
I mean, there is nothing more cooler than seeing the rock
More cooler.
bottom Jason Statham
Through the coffee
through
table.
the coffee table.
God, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. All right, so going off the rock, this isn't in the news, but the Jumanji trailer hit this week.
Oh man, no, I actually saw it.
So
It looks fun.
it really
It
makes no
does.
sense
No.
in why there's a video game in the 80s in the basement of this high school. It makes no sense
No,
whatsoever.
not at all.
But I can't wait to see this
Guys,
movie.
I know it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's looking like to be an Impossible White Man movie. Actually no,
right.
because they have superpowers.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
so
they
they
have
don't.
superpowers.
Sorry, it's not.
Yeah, so
Ah.
but when I love that Kevin Hart's character in real life is this huge, muscle, meathead football player, and then he gets into this, Jumanji
He
video
gets into
game
Kevin
world.
Hart.
And he has
It's
Kevin
easy to
Hart.
get Hart.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I love it. But still, I don't think anything's gonna top The Rock's, name, Smolder Bravestone.
Yes.
Oh my
Isn't-
goodness.
I'm
I just
not
like the
gonna
one
cry.
girl that's like super obsessed with herself is
And then
Jack Black.
Jack Black,
Like
yeah.
that?
Yes.
That's
I want to be the curvy scientist.
Yeah.
Why am I fat?
He's just big boned.
I really want to watch it. It looks really fun.
That's really good.
So we were talking a little bit about Horror Nights earlier, but Universal Orlando seeking soul collectors to sacrifice their souls for Halloween Horror Nights 27. This is over at TrackThisMagazine.com.
Hey.
It's Seth Kerbersky. Am I saying the name correctly? All right. So shout out to you, Seth. I said your name right.
He's
I was,
not
I
listening
was really
to us.
scared
I'm
to
just
actually say
kidding.
it. Universal Orlando fans who are willing to do anything for Halloween Horror Nights 27 information can now sacrifice their souls and join Halloween Horror Nights 27 soul collectors for exclusive updates and rewards. Guess who, quote, surrender their souls by visiting horrornights.com/Orlando/soul collector will become part of a group called the Soul Collectors, obviously.
Wow. Thanks for the information.
Who will be the first to unlock exclusive content and learn more about this year's horror event at Universal Studios Florida. Guests who sign up now will also enjoy special in-park perks and other exclusive items and prizes throughout the event.
I do have one concern about this.
What?
What if you have red hair, therefore you do not have a soul?
Sorry, they'll reject you.
I think that's
But-
like one of the check boxes you have to do. Is like if you're male or female.
Are you a ginger?
If you're white,
Do you have a soul? Yes or no? Please check.
But are they not doing Legendary Truth this year? That's what I want.
I haven't heard anything about Legendary Truth. Thanks, Mr. Research. Yeah, no, nothing yet. I mean, it's still kind of early. It's only July. Well, then again, it starts at the end of the month,
It
doesn't
does
it?
start at the end of the month. It actually starts tomorrow.
Can y'all sign up?
I wish it did.
No,
I did
not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You can. I don't know if they're still doing it, but you can put your address in because they say some people will be sent stuff in the mail.
Ooh,
What
creepy.
if they come and kidnap
Would
you?
it be-
That's
would it be-
amazing.
Would it be like
I would
free
totally be okay with that.
annual passes?
Like people come in dark hoods and like
Your severed hand.
they'll like
Well-
pour pig's blood in my car. Like I'm about that life.
God. So I was going to bring it up. What was the year with the director that, as PR stuff, that they were like sending out the popcorn buckets or the popcorn
That was
boxes?
before my time.
Oh, okay.
I think that was.
But there have been media has gotten
The
weird
coolest
stuff.
items ever. I love it.
Like
I'm-
from severed heads to hands with the selfie stick. Which are,
Yeah.
That's the dream. That's the dream.
Wow.
There-
gifts
I'm
right
pretty
there.
sure it was the year with the director that they sent all the media people like the boxes, like the old school like Cracker Jack boxes
Yeah.
Yeah.
of popcorn, and inside it was like fingers and this
Oh,
and
that'd
that,
be-
like
That's
pieces.
amazing.
I'm like,
Awesome.
that
I
is
would
amazing.
display that for all my guests to see. Like, would you like popcorn? Mama.
Just the media hype, with Horror Nights, I love. I absolutely love it. We joke about starting at the end of the month or whatever, but Universal knows what they're doing when it comes to promotion with Horror
Yeah.
Nights, especially
Oh,
when it
yeah.
comes to actual media.
Because even though you know it's early, you're still excited for it. Like on the day of, even in September, I'm gonna be like, I'm so ready. I'm so excited. This feels like the best thing ever.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just wish it wasn't so
It-
hot when it started. Oh, it's
It's
so
I
still
know,
even
gross.
all through October. It's
Oh,
still
it's so gross.
blazing
So
hot.
Oh,
gross.
brutal.
Why Florida?
All right,
Why
so
Florida?
we're gonna talk some wrestling news.
Wrestling.
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 So, Didi, you and I met Universal Orlando.
Yes.
They film Impact Wrestling over there. So
Yes.
back in the day, it was TNA Impact.
TNA.
They actually are filming again over at Universal Orlando. I don't know if they're in 21 anymore, but they're at least one of the sound stages
One of
over
them.
there.
It's right over there.
Matter
I
of
went
fact,
to it
they're-
not that long ago.
They're filming right now. They're filming until Wednesday. We talked a little bit about that last week with Ryan. But some news came out about TNA and Impact. It says TNA Wrestling rebrands as GFW, eyes global expansion, says the Tennessean. In a move designed to distance itself from the financial struggles and legal drama that hung over its brand, Anthem Sports announced last week that it purchased Nashville-based Global Force Wrestling. The move signals the end of TNA, the professional wrestling league that once served as home to legends as Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair, and a launching pad for future stars such as AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. Anthem Sports, the Canadian company that also owns Fight Network, will rebrand its wrestling league as GFW, and Nashville native Jeff Jarrett will helm the creative aspects of the promotion. Its staple weekly program on Pop TV will continue to be called Impact. The rebranding comes almost 15 years to the day that Jeff Jarrett and his father Jerry Jarrett launched TNA. The wrestling promotion ended up under the control of Dixie Carter, endured a turnstile of cable television partners, and garnered negative headlines for unpaid bills, unpaid talent, and state tax liens.
Oof.
Yeah, that definitely happened. Sorry, raising my hand here. The troubles culminated in a lawsuit last fall when rock and roll legend Billy Corgan of Smashing Pumpkins, who was hired to help lead the creative direction of TNA, sued Carter and the company. When the dust settled, Anthem Sports, which distributed a portion of the content, emerged as a new owner and operation of the wrestling promotion. So it seems they're trying to start anew again.
Lord.
Yeah.
Trying to get rid of the garbage.
Yeah.
Do you think because of the negative aspects of it for so long that it's just like left a bad taste in so many people's mouth that it's going to be hard to get that back?
It did that with me.
I was going to ask about that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So, for those that don't know, I actually worked for TNA back in the day. I worked backstage, I worked the ring crew, and I worked security, on-air security. I had the scars and bruises. Yeah. I got beat up, on camera. It was fun.
That's great.
But because of the stuff that was going on backstage, and just because I had fallen out of love, with it, to a certain aspect, I haven't cared about the promotion. I still have friends that work there.
Do you think that because you were just too close to it, or do you think just the way it was run
No.
just ruined it for you? If it was ran better, do you think it would have been as soured?
No, definitely not. If it was ran like it was supposed to be, and then even the on-air product wasn't what it turned into be. When they had all these stars like AJ and Joe and
The
Chris
original
Daniels
talent
and
that were
Kazarian
amazing.
and all these other people, and they just
Yeah.
let go to the wayside because of
Hulk
old
Hogan, and
WWF
Ric Flair,
stars. Foley winning the title.
The
Yeah.
X
Oh,
Division
God.
was their strongest thing. If they would have
Stuck
really
to it.
stuck to it,
Yeah.
that was what made them different than WWE. They had
Yeah.
such. That's why people loved them so much.
Mhm.
They didn't care about. I mean, the people care about the old stars, but they want to see these new stars rise. It's a new
Yeah.
era,
Hmm.
and they focused too much, and they kind of screwed over their original talent, which made the company what it was. So
Mm-hmm.
So what were you gonna say?
I wasn't really going to say anything. I just hope that they're able to kind of get that stigma off, which I think they can do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the talent's as good as it used to be, but
They have a lot of new talent. I was looking
a
at
lot
the
of new
roster
guys,
the other
yeah.
day, and I don't know half the roster.
And we
80% of them, I don't know who they are.
and last night we were talking to our friend who went to the show, and she's naming off all these people, and I'm like, who? Like I literally like Chris something, and I'm like, who's? I don't know.
Oh,
who
Chris
that is.
Masters, Chris Adonis.
Not Chris Masters, but Chris Adonis.
Yeah, because they can't use Masters, they use Adonis.
Oh, that's his name.
Yeah.
Well,
we should go. We should go back
Do they
just
call
for
it
like
the
one
Adonis?
show.
Do they
Well-
call it the Adonis lock?
Well, it's funny because coming up here, I only had to work at the office 2 hours today. So I said to Frauke, I was like, hey, do you want to take the kids out of the house? I can just drop you off at Universal, and you guys can go watch TNA if you want. Nah.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
It-
I'm the same way.
Because of that stigma, that
Yeah.
it's just it's not what it was.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping that with Jarrett back, as much crap as Jarrett gets, I love Jeff Jarrett, and I think
Same.
he has a really great mind for the business, as
Same.
long as he's not on camera 24/7.
yes.
But I hope with him back and him in charge of everything, I hope he can rectify what was happening and we can get a really good product again.
And they got like some great people backstage, like Bruce Pritchard, a couple other people too.
Dutch Mantel's back.
Mantel's back.
Yeah.
But
Fireworks and ballyhoo.
but they have like a core, like Alberto Patron, Bobby Lashley. Apparently, my friend says he's really good now.
He's really good.
He's really good. And
EC3, Ethan Carter,
EC3.
he's great. He really is great.
And there's a lot of good. The X Division's actually really good too now. So
Sanjay's back, Loki's
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
So they have some of like the older talent that that started off with TNA now GFW, and that's what's so weird about too. That GFW was the other company that Jarrett created, off the side, and so now it's all GFW now.
And Magnus is back, so that's always a good thing.
Maybe not.
Oh
Yeah, so
I lied.
Yeah, we'll talk off the air about that one, I think. All right, so getting out of the news, but into some weird news, but it's going to be our topic of the show, I think. You guys ready for this one?
Ready.
All right.
Jeez.
So there's some guy named Matt Rose Boomer.
Who's that?
Something like that. I'm not sure.
That guy.
Apparently he writes for Attractions magazine. I never heard of him though.
What magazine's that?
What attractions? What's
so
the magazine?
Pirates of the Caribbean. The auction scene will give the redhead a new role. So Matt writes, the famous auction scene with the redhead in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride is going to be changing. The redhead will still be there, but in a new role. Here's how the redhead currently looks. It was the picture, sorry. Starting with the reopening of the ride in Disneyland Paris on July 24th. Bless you. Disneyland in California and Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World in 2018. The redhead will no longer be up for auction. In the new scene, she'll be joining the pirates and helping them auction off the local townspeople items at the Mercado auction. But that's not the only change overseas. Disney announced the Paris version of the ride will also include new audio animatronics figures, including Captain Barbossa, costumes, special effects, lighting, and sound, including some of the music from the films. But don't fret, A Pirate's Life for Me song will still be in the Paris attraction. To me, the Imagineers are simply reflecting what Walt started the day Disneyland opened, making changes that create exciting new experiences for our guests, said Marty Sklar, former creative executive for Walt Disney Imagineering. I can't think of a single attraction that has not been enhanced and improved, some over and over again. Change is a, quote, tradition at Disneyland that today's Imagineers practice. They learned it from their mentors, many of them Walt's original team of storytellers and designers, the Disney Legends. Kathy Magnum, Senior Vice President of Atlantic Region Executive for Walt Disney Imagineering, said, Our team thought long and hard about how to best update this scene. Given the redhead has long been a fan favorite, we want to keep her as a pivotal part of the story. So we made her a plundering pirate. We think this keeps to the original vision of the attraction as envisioned by Mark Davis, ex Atencio, and the other Disney legends who first brought this classic to life. Sklar added, Pirates of the Caribbean has always represented great Disney park storytelling. It has set the standard for the theme park industry for half a century, but it's a story you can continue to add fun to, with great characters and new performances. That's what the Imagineers have done with the new auction scene. It's like theater show with a new act. The Blue Lagoon restaurant in Paris will also have some changes, reopening as Captain Jack's. The new story says Captain Jack won the restaurant in a wager. The interior will be rethemed and cast members will be dressed as pirates. All right, so I know I've said before, I'm fine with them updating whatever they have to.
Yeah, person, boo.
I understand that everything has to be updated.
Yeah.
But I feel as though I feel it deep in the bowels of my body.
Yeah.
That this is a 2017
PC.
stereotype thing that, it's... Why change this?
Yeah.
You can update the ride and give it a whole clean, updates and special effects. You can do that without changing what made it so popular
I was
in the
going to
first
say,
place.
it's one of the most popular scenes that the entire attraction
is.
has.
Once the redhead is the most quotable line other than maybe the pirate song. But even then, it's probably still more quotable.
Now, just recently, within last 10 years, I think is when they updated the whole thing of the pirates chasing the females, and they switched that around and whatnot. And of course, you got a little bit PC there, but this I don't understand this one.
It's changing the whole scene. It's not just like that was a little. It's same thing. They just switched switched around, and it's not that big of a deal.
Mr. Banks, you're over there research. Trinity, do me a favor. Switch spots with Banks for just a second here. Mr. Banks, you're a big voice about attractions in the community here.
Be able to avoid this. All right.
So I want to hear your take on this because, of course, everybody's got their own opinion. And like I said, I'm fine with them updating. I'm totally fine with it. If they want to update it, update it. But I feel as though this is just one of those PC things that we have to get little people are complaining about this. We better not
Yeah. Well, I mean society changes. I mean, back when this ride was conceived and built, people didn't think twice about, a scene where they're auctioning off women. And
well, they're pirates.
Yeah, that's pirates. The point. These are pirates. These are despicable people. This is what pirates do. So, but it's just so hard to talk about because, I can see on both sides of the argument for it. I can see it against it. I'm just kind of sitting here ride's still going to operate, right?
Yeah.
I can still ride it. Okay, whatever. Do what you want. But at the same time, it is a classic. It's one of the last rides that Walt personally touched.
Exactly.
And personally worked on. So you're changing his vision a little bit. It's just so hard for me to really pick a side on this. I just kind of sitting back and just going to say, let's see what they do first. And then I'll write it. But just like Kelsey said, they are going to have to completely change the scene. They can't keep the dialogue because the dialogue won't make sense with this new story.
The whole, we wants the redhead, that's not going to work anymore at all.
We wants the redhead's, gun she's selling.
Yeah.
That's the thing is having updating and changing a vision is two very different things.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're changing the vision for this now, and it's just kind of depressing and sad. And
it's like it's
and the redhead's into it. She likes it. She's all like, "Hey fellas, I'm about this life." Even the other women behind, there's the one of a little more voluptuous woman in the background. She's like, "Ooh," they're not angry about being sold off.
Show me your larber side.
But once again, Simpsons called it. Simpsons completely called this years ago. I don't know when
they call
exactly.
Everything. It's creepy. Actually.
They had an episode where they had a pirates type attraction that became PC, and the pirates are recycling and cleaning up and stuff. And once again, they here we go with changing.
Can we check with Matt Groening and figure out what the lottery numbers are? Because I mean, that I didn't know about that. That's crazy.
They predict a lot of things. And
it's really creepy. Even Donald Trump as president.
Yeah.
Funny enough, weird
Yeah. So I mean, and now they got this changing to that, and then yet right across the land. Over in Liberty Square, they have the Trump animatronic coming in.
So that's what I was going to talk about as well. Since you're sitting here with us, is there a snake in them?
I think that was Trinity.
I think that's her saying
There's
that
a snake
she's such
in
a
my
fan.
boots.
So originally reported, I believe, earlier in the year, they talked about how Disney was not going to have Trump. What are you doing? Was not going to have Trump talk. That they were just going to go back to having George Washington talk and possibly Abraham Lincoln. Story came out over the week, and that no, this isn't happening. That Trump is actually going to talk. Disney has come out and said that we're writing the script for you. This is what you're writing, or you're going to be reading. Trump's camp's come out and said no, that Trump wants to write what he wants to say. Yeah. So that's
that's the thing I've been hearing about ever since he became president. It was this is all hearsay. Nothing has really been confirmed of what's going on behind the scenes. But I've always heard that Disney had one thing written, and Trump's like, no, I don't want to do it unless I can write it myself. Obviously, everyone's gonna have their side of the story, and we don't really know what's the drama going on behind the scenes. But this is another thing, big time thing. I'm just gonna step back and let Disney do what they're gonna do. I mean.
Disney's not dumb.
Disney is not dumb. No, they are not. But at the same,
no. But I'm saying they know what they're gonna. They know that they have a dilemma on their hands with either way that they go.
Exactly. No matter what Disney does, they're gonna come out the bad guys.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
If they have
For
Trump
somebody.
talk, one side's gonna be pissed off. If they don't have Trump talk, the other side's gonna be pissed off. Sorry for my language there, but it's true. Disney is in a no-win situation with Hall of Presidents at this point.
Didi and I went and saw it. What was it? One of the the week of it being shut down, we went and saw it one last time before it was quote unquote ruined forever.
Well, yeah. I honestly don't care about the whole Trump thing, to be honest with you. Yeah. It's the Hall of Presidents. Great for a nap. I've always napped in it. So you get out of the sun.
Snores.
Whatever happens. About the whole pirates thing, though, I just think it's gonna change the ride for me. I probably won't. I don't know.
It's one of my second favorite ride.
I'm really not about that life. It's
I just love how Disney, they brought back this one element to the ride with the talking skull, the drop. It hadn't been there in over a decade.
Years.
They brought it back and everyone's happy. It's like, oh, here's something old that is back, or here you go, guys. We know you love the ride, and we're going to change the scene.
It's
now.
A distraction. Like, here you go, so I can grab this.
Yeah.
It's almost as if they want to make up for it. It's
exactly.
Like, hey, you have this, now we're going to change this.
Yeah.
No, the redhead is iconic. You can't do it.
Yeah. I've kind of been one of those. I've almost been like Mike, where I'm like, okay, they're gonna change it. That's fine. But this one's like too major of a change. Like, and it's old school. And I really like the scene because it's so central. Because it's like literally at the middle of the ride. You're going through, and in the middle of the ride, you see the redhead, and you see people who go there all the time. We want the redhead.
Yeah. No, I've had people chant it to me when I get off the ride, and I've legitimately had that.
I feel like the only thing that would be a bigger change to this ride would be to change the song itself.
Yeah.
Or get rid of the guy with the stinky foot. If they get rid of the guy with the stinky foot on the bridge, I'm going to be so mad.
But they'll have to change. And the thing is, if they change the sign, I understand because wench, has a bad stigma. If they change that, I'd be okay. But why change the whole scene? I can understand. What are they going to do next? Are they going to change, I don't know, guns being on the ride? Like, characters having guns?
They're going to be holding, fingers like, hey, guys.
And considering, over the past year or so, we've been seeing a lot more merchandise based on that scene come out. There's, We Wants the Redhead shirts and pins.
Yep.
And she's a Tsum Tsum figure. And so much, and now they're just going to... So, go get that merchandise before it's irrelevant.
It's gone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think they would ever go back on it? And if there's such a backlash, or do you think they'll just do it anyway?
Disney
I think
once
they're going to do
Disney
it
does
anyway.
something,
Or they announce it, it's solid.
They don't care. They're going to make money either way.
Yeah.
Except for Hyperion Wharf. Then that's the one they changed.
What was that?
You don't remember Hyperion Wharf?
No.
Oh, my God. That was supposed to be... the Pleasure Island area of Disney Springs before it became Disney Springs.
Oh,
They announced it. They had concept art. It was Hyperion Wharf, and then they canceled it.
Wow.
So, but that wasn't because of backlash. I think that was just because of funds and stuff like that. But there are some times where Disney will go back and not do something, but it's very, 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 very rare. And I think this is not, considering they've already done it in Paris and it opens at the end of this month.
Yeah,
that this is happening.
I'm thinking about too with Hall of Presidents. Wasn't it supposed to open soon?
Supposed to open this week.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Really?
Yeah.
It always has opened in the past.
Yeah.
At least I can remember with Obama's figure, it opened around July 4th. That was the
wow. Yeah, I didn't realize it was July. Wow.
Yeah, and that's probably what's fueling the behind the scenes hearsay drama is the fact that it was supposed to open this week. So now they're saying, oh, well, all this has been going on, so they had to delay it. And
that's crazy. Wow.
America.
All right,
America.
Wow.
Freedom.
All right. Thank you for the insight there, Banks.
Cool. Thank you. Woo, let's give it up for Banks.
Yay. Let's give it up for the redhead. Yeah. I wanted to hear your opinion on it, so I was curious. All right, so we're going to get into some random topics of discussion. Trinity, since you're the guest this week, do you have a random topic of discussion? Oh, wait a minute. We do have, let's see here. Hold on. I forgot to bring that up. Thank you, Banks. We have breaking news. Breaking news. So, update. Brazil likely the new country being added to the World Showcase during Epcot's expansion. This is over at WDWNT. It says, with multiple sources now confirming, it seems that likely that Brazil is the new country being added to the World Showcase during the multi-year expansion and reimagining of Walt Disney World's Epcot. The pavilion is rumored to be going between the Italy and Germany pavilions in the World Showcase, an empty 1.5-acre plot left to the future pavilion since the park opened in 1982. The pavilion will likely include an attraction, but there are no rumblings. There are what? No rumblings as to what this might be. I'm not sure what that meant, but okay. Brazil will likely be announced at Epcot during the D23 Expo in 2017 during the presentation on Walt Disney's Parks and Resorts.
Cool.
So, yeah, I like that.
That's cool. It better be like some sort of save the rainforest type deal.
I know. The only thing about it is that there are so many, the Brazilian groups, you think they're all just go there and they'll leave everywhere else alone, so we'll actually be able to walk.
Oh God.
Or
I just
that's
want
all right.
Senior flags?
I just want Vin Diesel to be in there. This is Brazil.
I wonder what the landmarks
it'd
are
be
gonna
Carnival
be for, though.
all the time.
Oh, dude, I totally forgot. Let's have some rapid fire. Dude, I totally forgot.
Rapid fire news. That's not really the official thing. I just felt like doing
Sponsored by
that. Nintendo, because I really love my Switch.
Aw.
All right, so hit them. Let's go.
Here we go. Okay, do you, if any of you guys have played GTA Online? Did you hear about this?
Trinity did.
Yes.
They a modding and mystery hunt group found a secret alien mission that was supposed to be for future, I guess, and they unlocked it.
Okay.
I don't know how they did
Well
it,
done.
but they did. It's really
I'm sure Rockstar shut that down.
Yeah.
They will.
Somehow.
Yeah.
They will. They'll shut it down real quick. And in case you guys didn't know, Jay-Z's album just came out. Did you hear about this? If you have
I'm
Sprint,
not a Jay-Z
I've
fan.
seen
You have Sprint?
so
No, I
many
have Sprint, yeah.
download the album. It's free.
But I'm not a Jay-Z fan. Why am I? I'm not going to listen to it.
Well, anyway,
I only
Apple
care about
Music-
his Bay.
What? Oh, it's true. Apple Music is getting it next week, so you guys don't worry about it. Happy 150 years to Canada. Let's give it up
I
for
know.
Canada.
I was at Epcot for Canada Day.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I wasn't there for that. We went to Beer Garden to eat, but we walked through Canada and we're like, said "Hey" to everybody and Happy Canada Day.
You
There's
said
a lot of.
Hey. Our favorite album, Limp Bizkit's $3 Bill, y'all, turned 20.
What are you talking about? Significant other is better. What are you talking about?
It is better. It is
But
better.
that one had oh God, what was the song from George Michael?
Faith.
Faith.
Okay.
Anyways.
Sony is starting to make vinyls after 30 years of not doing it.
That's crazy, right?
Which is,
So
which is
pumped.
huge. That's a huge deal. And did you hear about this? An original R2D2 unit that was made from the first 3 movies and 2 prequels
Mm-hmm.
sold for $2.76
Oh, yeah.
million.
Oh,
I just want to be able to have that much money that I could spend it in an R2D2. Like, I just want to be able to be like, oh, well, that's only.
And
I-
That's a good deal.
Does it move? Or is
No
it-
idea, but I want to know
I guess
who
it was
bought
a droid he was looking for.
well, going off of that, I believe
Got it.
Ripley's Believe It or Not just bought Luke Skywalker's original lightsaber. If it was like $250,000, I think, or something like that.
That's
yeah,
really not like.
I-
That's
That's
actually on
crazy.
the low point of
that's still
money.
$250,000.
That's a lot
Still
of money,
a
but
lot.
considering.
$250,000?
Actually, if you think about it, it's Anakin Skywalker.
Oh,
Oh
geez.
my God.
Here
This
we
guy.
go. Here we
This
go.
guy.
I'm gonna go take a nap now.
It's
I
Ray's
can't do
now,
this
okay?
anymore.
All right.
DJ Khaled's Grateful, which is executive produced by his son Assad, who's not even a year old, debuted at
Yeah,
number 1.
What?
Yeah.
You never heard about that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
He's the most adorable child on the planet.
No, he's not. I don't
That
think.
is
I
not-
think he's okay. Like he's just looks like a kid. He doesn't look like a special
the
kid.
one picture of him in like
That sounds really mean, but I'm just like everybody's like, oh my god, the greatest baby of all time, and I'm like, I mean, he just looks like a baby.
He's precious. And for anime fans out there, Foley Coley announced there's going to be a season 2 and 3 of the show.
I don't know what that is.
It's kind of a big deal.
Okay.
It
Yeah, it's
hasn't,
kind of a big
hasn't
deal.
been on in like 15 years, and everyone's excited about it. And gaming deals. Pokemon Gold and Silver is getting a re-release. It's $10 pre-order. And NAC is still $5 PS Plus.
Oh, in the mid-year sale?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
still having that mid-year sale. Xbox is having their own mid-year sale, but it's
Not as good.
not even close to being as good.
Bioshock Collection, $40. What?
Yeah.
oh my
Down $1. And Mafia 3 Collector's Edition. If you guys are into like the physical stuff, there's a whole lot of stuff that comes into it. It's $40 on Amazon.
And I think they had the going on right now at Resident Evil at GameStop, the 7.
Yeah.
What their huge collector's edition, I think it's on sale for $60 right
yeah.
now too.
And that
If
comes
I
with a
didn't
whole lot
have
of
it, I
stuff, too.
would have bought it already.
Yeah, because that comes at the house. It
Yeah.
lights up. It's
Yeah.
all. It was
Yeah.
originally like $200.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, is it the house that like lights up and sings Go
yeah.
Tell
Go Tell Aunt Rhoda.
Yeah.
It's the musical box.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, like that song that
It's
played like right
so
before you
It's,
started the
it's
game.
so phenomenal.
I saw it on
Yeah.
YouTube and I was like,
I forgot what I saw. I forgot what website I was on. I saw it and I was like, I have a mighty need.
But yeah, it's really neat. And that's all I got for the rapid fire news.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Oh no, don't worry. Disney will shut you down if you do that two-piece.
Oh, yeah,
All right, Trin. All right, so we started talking about random topics, but go ahead. Go, hit yours.
Supernatural spinoff, Wayward Sisters.
Girl, you gonna do it?
I am obsessed with Supernatural. Didi, don't you dare.
I got you, girl. Impala for life.
Oh yes. Wayward Sisters starring.
Speak into the
originals-
mic there, dude.
Okay. Wayward Sisters starring the original series standout Kim Rhodes.
Who is that?
She's
Oh, Yeah,
Oh
yeah, whatever.
Sheriff Jody.
Yes.
Jody,
Jody
yeah.
Mills.
Did you know she was on Sweet Life with Zach and Cody?
I never watched that
She
show.
was.
Oh my God, she was the mom, wasn't she? I totally forgot about that.
I never watched
That's
that
funny.
show.
Oh.
Sorry.
So, all right, I love Supernatural. I've stated that case multiple times. They tried doing a spinoff before.
It was that supernatural kind of like it was kind of like the Vampire Diaries type of like
Yeah.
spin-off type show, but which kind of made the spooky monsters like relatable, which I just want them to be spooky monsters.
When did that happen?
It was a few seasons ago. They had like an episode where it
I
focused
thought they were
on like
just
a
more
city.
hunters.
No, kind of, yeah. Like there was like a shifter or whatever, and then like a werewolf girl was in love with it. And there was a kind of like a family.
So they
Oh,
basically
bloodline
tried to
thing.
do a pilot in the middle of a season,
Yeah.
like what
Pretty
they did
much.
with The Office.
That's
Sa-
exactly what it was.
If it's the one I'm talking about, I think Sam and Dean were only in it for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like what they did for
The Office.
The Office, exactly.
But
Oh, yeah,
that's
with the
that's
Dwight-
what they're
Dwight
supposed to be
Farms.
doing in season 13, having a backdoor pilot in it.
No, I'm okay. Just stick to regular Supernatural and just end it already.
End the show, please.
No.
I love Supernatural, but it's gone on way too long. Just
Thank
like The
you.
Office.
Thank you.
It's gone on way too long. They're stretching for content, and just go ahead and end it.
Yeah,
See,
I
I
agree.
They're my
I
babies.
understand where you're coming from, but I don't want it to end.
I
Trini,
never want
it's
it to
got
end.
everything good has to come to an end, or else it's just gonna
Never.
be garbage
Never.
for you know.
Either see yourself die a hero or live long enough to become the villain.
I mean, just like you with Doctor Who. Doctor Who was one of those shows too, where like it's gone on for so many years, but because because of
I'm
it being
kind
a
of-
new actor, that you're able to change up the dynamic of everything. When it's the same actor for so long, and when people stop caring, kind of like with Capaldi,
They-
to be honest,
Yeah.
it seems like it's time for a new thing, and that's why I'm really hoping Doctor Who, of course, just had their finale, and of course he's going to be in the Christmas special. But I'm really hoping that it's finally going to be a female and be something completely different than what they've had for a while.
'Cause I
But
feel like what they did with Tennant and Matt, even though they were on there for a few years, I feel like they killed them when they were still loved, when they were still like
Yes.
wanted. And I feel like that's something that you kind of have to do. As heartbreaking as it is, you have to kill somebody whenever the fan base is still like up top with it, or it's there too long.
I honestly thought Supernatural could have ended with the God and her.
the God thing, yeah.
It could have.
Epic ending.
Even a couple years ago, with just the whole God and devil thing, back then, it's just
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
That was
I
like
don't know.
season
Stick to
4.
doing like a movie or two every couple years, and that's it. Just end
Yeah,
the show,
kind of like what
please.
Torchwood did.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do my random topic really quick. It's something we were going to discuss last week, but I just wanted to talk about VR. Fast food burgers. Everybody loves some fast food burgers.
Okay.
I had an argument with somebody the other day over the best fast food burger.
Okay.
Oh,
I want to hear what everybody else's is before I go and put mine on top.
Oh man, this is gonna be tough.
I haven't had every fast food place's burgers,
Okay.
so I can't say from what I've had.
Well, from what you had. Because I haven't been out to the West Coast. I haven't had In-N-Out or whatever it's
Yeah.
called. And
Okay, like fast food or just a restaurant in general?
Fast food.
Fast
We're
food.
talking fast
remember,
food.
your chin doesn't speak into it.
Fine, is this
Oh
better?
my God.
Sorry, guys. I don't know. That's a hard.
Okay.
Okay, I got
all
it.
right, go ahead.
The Baconator.
I love
No
you.
mayo.
I
No
love-
mayo
I
though.
love-
No mayo.
That
No,
might
that's fine, that's fine.
actually
No,
that
fine.
might be it.
The
That or
Baconator.
I love. This is gonna sound silly. I love Checkers French fry burger. I will eat that all the time. It's
French
a burger
I've had a bite of it. It's actually
and with French
pretty
fries on
good.
it, so you don't waste your wonderful French fries.
Okay.
Putting them on the burger, so you get burgers or French fries
But-
on your burgers,
But
and then
you're
you
not
get.
you're not wasting your French fries. You're still eating the French
No,
fries.
you're wasting it because you have to have the separate. It's a wasting. You get
But-
extra French fries.
But are the fries mushy?
Not
when they're
really. I
doing-
mean,
if you
I
put-
like them like when
But-
I'm on the burger. I like French fries on burgers.
But if you're putting the condiments on it, yeah, I would think
Yeah.
it gets kind of mushy.
But no,
I-
but it's so good. The flavor is just so good because like Checkers fries are just amazing.
Oh, they are, especially
I
when
eat-
they're only
oh,
for
yes.
$1.
Because like I eat my
Yes.
burger, like I eat the burger and I quickly get a fry and then I eat it. That's how I do it. I don't put it in because
Yeah,
I
well,
learned that a
like,
long
take
time
the
ago.
top layer off, and then I like layer.
Kelsey takes
my...
15 minutes just to eat one burger.
Yeah, because I
'cause
sit
she
there and
put
I
all the
layer
fries
it with
on it.
French fries, like especially Checkers, and then I eat it. But now I don't have to waste my just precious French fries. Now they do
I
it
don't
for me.
get how you're wasting them. You're still eating
You're not
them.
wasting because then you don't get the pure taste. You're getting extra French fries. You're getting extra French fries.
How are you getting extra French fries?
Because if you have a full medium fry and there's French fries on your burger,
Why don't you just order a large fry?
or if you get a large fry, regardless of that, you're still getting extra French fries on your burger.
But you said you got a medium.
I hate you so much. Ah!
The Baconator.
Yeah, the Baconator.
I've
You
never
agree?
had
As
it.
I said, that's my favorite.
What'd your friend say?
He said the Big Mac.
I never had a Big Mac.
Big Mac's
actually.
solid, man. You can't hate on the Big Mac. Oh, it's so good.
I've
Nice.
never had the Baconator, so I'd probably go with Whopper.
Oh, you probably.
I love the Whopper. It's
Whopper
so
is good.
The Whopper is good. It's low key. It's very good. Minus mayonnaise, of course. So good. But the
Extra mayonnaise.
remember the Western Whopper?
The one with the
Barbecue sauce, the onion
and
ring.
onion rings. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So are,
I feel like all of us are gonna go and get burgers now.
Dude,
That's
I'm
what I
now
want.
getting a Baconator when we
I want.
leave
Where's
here.
the nearest
Legit.
Checkers? I need me some French fry burger.
There ain't none around here. Oh, you have to
Banks,
go
what do you got?
I just gotta say, with this one, Baconator is a very, 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 very close second.
Second.
Lies.
Second, Baconator second.
Burger King's Bacon King burger. It's
See,
basically Burger King's version
Yeah,
of
but
Bacon
I was
King. I like that more.
really.
I do.
Have you guys had their Lucky Charm
It's
shake yet?
bigger. It's bigger.
So good.
Than the Baconator.
It's bigger than the Baconator.
Well, you know,
The Baconator's a
Burger King's
huge
square,
burger.
but it's bigger. I
It's-
don't know what to say, but I like the Bacon King just a tad bit more than the Baconator. But I love both.
Does it still have mayo on it?
Yes.
So
Oh.
it's basically the same exact sandwich.
Same, just Burger King's version of the Bacon.
I will get Burger King this. They do have the better meat, tasty meat. I like the meat better.
Oh, okay.
You like the meat better?
Nasty.
You like the King's?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Oh
But,
Lord.
yeah.
All right, so we're getting close.
On
you
that
guys,
note-
you have random?
No, I
No?
think I'm good.
I actually do.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
So I was gonna do this a week ago, but we kind of ran out of time. Do you guys think Netflix cancels their shows a little too early?
No.
Because Girl Boss got
No.
canceled 2 weeks ago.
We talked about this briefly. We kind of had.
Briefly.
I was like, we were going to save this for the show, but we ran out of time. I don't think they cancel them enough. I think they
think
need to
that's
cancel
silly,
more
huh?
shows.
Because I think they have too many movies. I think movies and like comedy specials. I understand they want to do like have their own little network
thing. Yeah.
but I think they have because they pump out a comedy special like once a week now.
Yeah, it's
A
ridiculous.
new movie once a week almost.
I think like there's way too many shows and they go on for too long. Just like we were talking about with Supernatural. I loved. Oh God, just totally lost the name with Frank Underwood.
House of Cards.
House of Cards. Yeah. It was good for the first 2-3 seasons, and now it's just me.
Really?
Orange is the New Black.
Too long.
I have
Yeah.
not watched last season, and I
Season
just,
3
I
was
just don't
yeah.
care.
Season 3 killed it for me. It was so
stopped.
bad.
Yeah, I think I stopped. Yeah. What's the other stuff that they were doing on there? I mean, of course, they canceled a couple of them.
Girl Boss, I believe Marco Polo got canceled.
The werewolf
The
thing.
werewolf one, which luckily they knew advance, so they were able to,
Yeah.
to end it. And then Sense8.
Yeah,
a lot
I
of people are mad about that one.
Yeah.
I watched the first season. I didn't get to the second season just because I didn't realize they had updated it. And then
Yeah.
I'm like,
You're the reason they needed you to watch it, and they're like, oh,
I-
no, sorry, can't
hey,
watch
I
it."
Kelsey'd it.
Too late now.
They're gonna make like a special ending movie for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they came out and said that. Yeah.
I figured like Hulu would probably pick it up or.
Well, that was the
Something
funny
like
thing.
that.
They had this huge
Or
thing
Amazon.
afterwards, like, oh, please bring this back, Netflix. Please bring it back. And they're like, listen, stop asking us. We're not picking up everything and renewing stuff that you asked for.
Yeah.
We have to have a limit.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I mean, they make a lot of money. A lot of money.
I never realized how much money they actually made.
It's just they still need to cancel some of their shows.
Okay, it's fair. I just think they should just give it more time, like because Girl Boss was only out for maybe a couple weeks, not even that.
I keep hearing all kinds of stuff about it. I don't even know what the show is.
My friend loved the show. She binged it in maybe 2 days, and she absolutely loved it. And literally a week after she told me this, the show got canceled.
Done.
It's about basically there was a true story about this online fashion guru, and it's just her story of her.
Yeah, I saw a
thing.
couple episodes. I thought I didn't like it.
I watched the first episode. I didn't care for it, but then again, I didn't like the first episode of a lot of shows.
That's just
Yeah,
not. It's just not my kind of. It's just not my kind of show.
The crazier thing is when you see Netflix now is like all the anime shows that are on there.
Oh yeah.
Not
They
as
are
much as there used to
crazy.
be.
It's like straight up
but they're
Crunchyroll.
still-
Well, I mean, like
Yeah.
their version of
Yeah.
it, like it's their show. When it says exclusive to Netflix or
Yeah.
Netflix original or whatever, there's a ton of
The
there's
ones
new
that-
Academia or whatever or something.
Yeah,
that's
but
coming-
Little
Yeah.
Witch,
Yeah.
Witch
Yeah.
Academia, Seven Deadly Sins, which is now like on its third
I
season.
I used to watch it. I just
You didn't like it?
I watched the first 5 episodes.
and then there what's their original movie of Death Note, right?
Death Note.
Yeah,
I forgot
which
about that.
which is not upsetting to me, but they are changing a whole lot of things,
like what?
which is okay. Well, they're changing not the premise, but it's cooler now because they're not making them all die by heart attacks like they did in the anime. You didn't see the. Well, it's not a big spoiler.
Okay.
Everyone dies by.
I mean, you
everyone
know
he
the
kills
people
die by a
die.
heart attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like he gets Light gets creative
Okay.
with his kills. Which
Yeah, I
is
like
good.
that.
But they had to change it because to kind of make sense from Japanese to American.
Yeah.
And of course, it's a movie. I thought it was gonna be a series. It's a movie.
Yeah, movie.
Oh, so
It'll
Hey,
be just a long
it's-
movie.
Curious.
It's a live action.
Yeah.
Death Note.
and
I'm just excited to see Ryu.
oh, he looks the same.
Oh,
Yeah, he
I
looks
saw-
straight
Oh.
up just like it.
I'm so happy that he looks the same and it's
Were you
voiced.
worried about that?
Yes, I was.
Yes.
But it's voiced by William Dafoe, so I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Is he
Done.
voice it in the show too?
No, not the dubbed version.
But it sounds like similar to that.
No, but
But
it's William
Dafoe, and
has
he's
that
so-
voice.
but-
that-
but it's
voice.
good.
Yeah.
So it's good. So I think.
but like
I'm
when
excited.
I saw like even the silhouette of
Just
him,
say- yeah,
in the
I
trailer,
got-
I was
I-
like,
I got
When I
hyped.
first saw it, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
and then I
and
saw
then
it, and I
Ryu
started.
came
I
in,
played
he's
it.
like-
I was at work, and I'm like, oh well, I should just hang back here and finish watching this.
Definitely get hype moment right there.
And then I'm like,
Yes.
oh snap. So
oh, it looks
And,
so awesome.
yeah.
yeah,
But,
we have quietness.
yeah.
No. Going off of trailers too. Did anybody watch the trailer for the new Chucky movie?
Yes.
Oh no.
Okay, is it straight to video? Is it
Yeah,
straight to
yeah,
Blu-ray?
I'm
The
gonna
last
watch
one
it.
was
Like, I'm
too.
actually.
The what?
The last one was too. The
Was
Curse
it?
of
It's on
Chucky.
Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's really really good.
Really?
And the
It's
trailer
fun.
looks great. I can't wait to
Mike,
watch it.
That was totally a get hype moment for Mike seeing that new trailer. Was
Yeah,
that
I'm
good?
excited
it was.
about it.
Yeah, it was-
actually.
I really
Okay,
liked it.
Now does it look corny?
No, all right. So
I
like,
mean, a little, but not. But like in pure Chucky fashion, corny, but not.
so the first movie was like straight up like horror movie, right?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Second movie was getting corny, and then third movie, and
And then
of
the
course,
seed of Chucky
Right.
happened.
well,
Bride-
Bride
of
of Chucky
Chucky.
was
Ooh.
like a comedy, and then Seed
Yeah.
of Chucky was just ridiculous. The Curse of Chucky got back to like that original, super scary type, deal where this
Right.
looks just like it. It seems like the girl from the original, or not the original, but the Curse of Chucky's in like a mental institution, and Andy's in it, and yeah, it looks cool.
Alright.
I can't wait.
I'll
I
check
have
it out.
one word for that. No.
You
Chucky
can say no.
scares the
Yes.
crap out of
Yes.
me.
My buddy
Um,
doll.
yeah.
Right? That's what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
my
buddy.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No,
my
wasn't
my
that
buddy.
one?
No, my buddy is the. I was
The
gonna say-
real life
yeah, the real
version.
life
Yeah,
version.
that's the real
Yeah.
life. That's
Good
what it's
guy.
mixed up. The good guy. That's
Yeah,
what it's.
yeah,
My
good
buddy
guy.
doll was like the
I had
real
one
life
of those.
like my brother had one
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
The real life equivalent of it.
Watch that be a house now and Horror Nights
Oh,
to
remember-
advertise.
Our
it.
friend Carrie was.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
And she got punched in the nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we had
yeah.
the same the year that house went on. We were in the same break area. Oh my god, I felt so sorry for everyone. Everyone got punched in the nose.
Oh.
Because they're all short. Everyone was short,
Yeah.
and I'm shocked I didn't get cast. Thank goodness I was not casting that. I was in the orphanage that year, but man.
Oh Lord! All right, so new releases for the week. There's one movie that's coming out Wednesday today. Spooder.
I don't know. It's about this weird
Spider-Man: Homecoming comes out today.
Spider-Man.
Yes.
Spider-Man.
So I actually just
Spider-Man.
bought the tickets this morning or this afternoon. We're going Saturday morning at 11 o'clock.
Sadly, I can't go. I have to work.
Oh. But I can't wait for Spider-Man. I'm so
Stoked.
excited. The
trying to
PS4,
switch.
the PS4 PSVR experience.
Don't do it.
Garbage.
Because Greg said it was. Greg said not to do it. Greg Miller said not to do it.
Well, there's nothing that spoils anything.
Oh, okay.
It's garbage though. It's
Oh,
complete and
man.
utter garbage.
Okay.
It's so bad. It only lasts for like 15 minutes and it's bad.
Really? At least it was free.
TV shows. Have anything that you're watching? I know you talked about. Was it the originals?
Yeah,
right?
I'm just watching that newest season.
Okay.
It's not necessarily good. It's just it is what it is.
What you're watching?
Yeah.
Trini, what are you watching? You're watching Attack on Titan.
Rewatching season
Man.
1 of Attack on Titan.
To get into two.
I totally forgot there were like 50 episodes.
There was one.
It was like 25,
No, 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 no.
26.
On Netflix, 50. That's what it said for me.
No,
It's probably one's dubbed and one's subbed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
scared me for a second.
Yeah, no, one's probably
No.
dubbed and one's subbed, and don't watch the
Don't watch the
dubbed
dub, please don't.
Yeah, it's
I
horrible.
I accidentally clicked the dub. I was like, What
No,
is
no,
this?
yeah,
It's
it's
so
horrible.
bad. It's so bad.
What are you watching?
I'm watching a couple things, surprisingly. Glow.
Yeah,
Very good
I need to
show.
watch that.
You
That's
really
my
could knock
next.
it out. Like I thought it was gonna be bad, but
I still haven't watched. I'm still on episode 3, just because of being sick this weekend.
And Alison Brie's actually not surprisingly, but she's very good. Everyone's good.
It throws me off because she doesn't look as good as she did in Community.
That's what my
Yeah, I
brother
think they did it on
said.
purpose.
My
I think they
brother
did it on
said that she
purpose.
looks like she's still attractive, but she doesn't look like she
like
looks really plain, kind of like
old disheveled
crappy.
mom or
Yeah.
something.
yeah, but I think they did that on purpose to make it look like she's a struggling actress and all that jazz. And I'm finishing up Better Call Saul. Finally finishing up. And
how
I'm
many
gonna start
episodes do you have left?
1. I'm on the season 2 because season 3 just ended last week. So,
Mm.
and then My Hero Academia for all you anime folks out there, watch it. It's a good show.
I started it.
Very
but
good
then
show.
I stopped.
Very good show. It's a
Oh, we're
very
gonna
good
get
show.
see a fight breakout.
Yeah, it's a very good show.
It's good and all, but it's like school started. I was like, I don't have time for it.
Very good show. Finish Attack on Titan though.
Yeah, do that first. My guilty pleasure show for the summer is back.
Big Brother?
Yes.
I can't
Oh,
believe
man.
Yes.
Big
Oh,
No, no, no,
I
no.
love it.
I
love
know
it.
so
Real
many
quick.
people.
Real quick, for folks who don't have cable like myself, is there any way to watch
CBS
Yes.
app.
it?
Matter of fact, I
Do
think
they have
think
an app on Xbox One?
yeah, as I was just
Yeah.
gonna say. I think they just put an app on for Xbox One, and you don't have to log in or anything. It's just like the first 5 episodes are free, just like what old Hulu used to be or whatever it
Yeah.
was.
But
Watch it. It's
It's
just because of how like it's these 16 people and these personalities being locked into this house for the summer, and it's them going crazy because they have nothing to do.
already.
Yeah.
I just hate people mostly in general. I don't want to watch people that I probably also
Oh,
hate. Like
oh,
in a
I love-
house.
I
Like,
love- I
really
love-
like, I'd rather watch fantasy people that
look, I love
pretend
reality
like.
TV.
It's so
I'm no shame to admit
But
that.
I'm not a fan of
dude,
reality TV.
it's episode 1. There was
Like,
already people
there were-
crying and
yes.
people yelling at each
I-
other.
I'm
It's
watching when I get
It's
home.
amazing.
I'm watching when I get home.
Oh, it's so good.
I need something to satisfy my
It's
reality TV.
because Dem Divas is over.
Dem Divas is over. I'm curious, man. I can't wait for Dem Divas. To come back. They ended that series season 2 too quickly. It was like 8 episodes.
I still have to watch the last episode. I haven't watched it yet. We watched one
You're not
yesterday.
missing much. 'cause
It's the
when-
SummerSlam return of Nikki, I think it
Yeah,
is.
so when you find out, Bree's pregnant, I'm like, whatever. I don't care.
All right, so we're gonna get into some questions. I think I had one up on Twitter here. Give me 1 second.
But they are doing
One.
Total Bellas though. Total Bellas
One.
premieres, I think, in a month.
your second is up.
the what?
Total Bellas season 2.
Oh, they're doing another one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on, John is awesome. John,
So-
more John,
John's
the better.
funny, but
So,
like,
Brittany Tuttle,
Who's that?
she told me to scream something out about Animal Crossing mobile app happening.
Animal Crossing.
yes.
Girl, I got you. Like that's
Oh.
the most. I'm so excited about that.
Kelsey, I'm here with you. I loved Animal
Mm.
Crossing.
As long as there's Punchy the cat in there, I am good to go because that is my boy.
He's just gonna go to some other house. He's gonna
Yeah,
go.
we don't talk about that foul
No.
beast of a person.
Pow, pow.
So
shots
Brittany,
fired.
that's for you. I just had to mention Animal Crossing since Animal Crossing. Gary
love
Kirkman
Animal
on Twitter, he says, "Do I need to brace my wallet for the November Xbox One X, or do you wait for Red Dead 2 before buying?"
Okay, so I think it
I
just
think you should
depends.
Yeah.
If you have a 4K TV with UHD and you have room or you want to sell your Xbox, I would buy it. That's just me personally. Me personally, I don't have it, so I'm not gonna buy it anytime soon.
Yeah.
Or a PS4 Pro. But you should just buy Red Dead 2 regardless, no matter what, because it's gonna probably be the second greatest game of all time.
What's the first one?
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild.
You're already falling for it, huh? Yeah, I have the Xbox One S, not X, S, and apparently it's still 4K compatible. I had no idea.
Really?
But I still have no 4K TV, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Is it really 4K compatible?
Yeah, apparently it doesn't. It won't. I think it up converts. I think is what it is.
okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have all the teraflops and everything, but
Oh.
it's 4K
So it's
compatible.
almost almost like what PS4 did in that update
I
for
think
for Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
Where you don't need the PS4 Pro. I mean, it'll look better, of course, but you can still have the graphics, but not.
But
it won't
like,
look
if you-
as good.
If
of
you
course.
already have something that works, why would you like?
Well, if you're a diehard video game nerd
Yeah.
and
I
you
mean,
want the
wanna
better
get it,
graphics,
like,
Well, yeah, but like,
quality of it.
but then you'd want to wait till the game like actually is there.
If
I-
you're,
I
if
wouldn't
you're
go outright.
realistically going to spend the money on it anyways, if you're gonna get it anyways, just it doesn't really matter when you're getting
Yeah.
it.
I
If you're
mean,
getting it just for Red Dead, wait.
I mean, if like if it has to be a whole new system for me to be like, okay, let me like for like example, if I had a Wii U, I'm buying a Switch. Like it has to be a brand new console instead of just an upgrade.
Yeah,
then I would be like,
I've said before, it's like, I'll get a PS4 Pro eventually because my PS4 sounds like it's going to blast off into outer space. So I know eventually it's going to break down, and that's when I'll bite the bullet and get the Pro. Of
course.
But right now, I have no desire to do it.
Yeah. And you need to.
Before we get out of here, one question. This was on the page for a while, but we just never got to it. But it comes up now because of you, Didi. Kyle Linder over on Facebook. He said, "Breath of the Wild Game of the Year of all time."
Oh,
think Hyrule will come to Universal. So the Universal thing, we talked about that a couple weeks ago. But Game of the Year, Game of Forever,
definitely the Game of the Year, Game of Forever. It's looking strongly like it. It's this game. I get lost in this game.
That's exactly what
honestly.
I said, dude.
Okay, this really happened. I might take a long time with this. I'm really sorry.
Be quick because we're already at 125.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to. Okay, so story that happened 2 days ago. I saw this flying bird thing, huge flying bird thing, far away because I'm in the middle of Hyrule Field, far away. That's going like northwest. I'm like, all right, let me go see what it is. It took me almost 2 hours, riding, climbing, running to just get to this thing. I don't even get to it. I get to something else, another divine beast. It ended up being a divine beast, but another divine beast, which was not even where I was headed to go. I got sidetracked by something else. Another hour just to even get to the center to where the bazaar is, and that's 3 hours of my time. Like I could have done something.
Anything else.
I said it before.
This is
crazy. A few
crazy.
episodes before. That I've never had so much fun playing a game that I'm doing nothing in.
Yeah.
Like you played, you said for 3 hours just walking to this place, probably not doing anything except for just killing enemies
and cooking because my stamina stinks. But it's unreal how I'm serious. You really get lost. I was telling Mike the first hour of the game is probably the most overwhelming hour of your life. You literally get told here's how you sprint, here's how you climb, and here's your stamina bar. Go.
Have fun.
Legit.
Wait,
Have fun.
so they're like, hey, instructions, go have
There's
fun.
no instructions.
There's no
There's
instructions.
literally
There's no instructions.
climbing, your stamina bar, and
They just give it to you. They don't even tell you.
they go.
It's like,
Yeah.
go play.
You don't have a weapon. You
It's
don't have
amazing.
armor. Nothing. You figure.
You have
figure
your underwear
everything.
on. That's about
That's
it.
it. Literally, and you have like the simple shirt.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's unbelievable. Yeah, I have so much fun. It's like Survivor Man, if you ever watched the show, or like Bear Grylls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Do you have to
Survivor Man.
drink
Huh?
your own?
You have to.
Oh my God.
Well,
No.
no. But you have to cook, and you don't even have the recipes. You have to learn it. You have
Yeah.
to figure everything out yourself. It's awesome. It's simple, but it's
Can
very
you like
hard.
mess up your food so you can't eat it?
Yes,
Yep.
you can.
And it's
amazing.
And it gets censored, so you don't see what you actually made, but it only gives you like half of a heart or something like that.
It's ridiculously fun, frustrating.
We can have a whole podcast just about Zelda.
We should do that. And it's unbelievable. It's probably the most engaging gaming experience I've ever had in my life. Honestly, I can honestly say that.
You're welcome.
Shut up. It's the worst game I ever played ever.
On that note, thank you everybody for watching. If you guys want to keep in contact with us on social media, you can contact Kelsey at
Hey, Kelsey. I know. I need to change it. I'm gonna change
With
it.
an extra Y.
Didi, you are at
Blacktimus Prime, BLAKTIMUS Prime. Spell that out. PRIME. So BLAKTIMUS PRIME.
Why don't you
Blacktimus
just do
Prime.
that from the beginning? Just spell it out. Wouldn't it be that much easier?
And I just want to
How do I
spell it out.
Oh, Cass and
man,
Enzo.
I
They
saw
split
that,
them
man.
up.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
How to change
Cass-
it now.
Cass and Enzo split them up.
Cass like
Cass
destroyed
turned on
him.
Enzo.
Oh man.
And we have to do like a
changing
wrestling
I'm
podcast.
changing my username right now.
Trinity, you're not on Twitter.
No.
But did you have fun? I know you've been bugging to come up
Yes.
here. Yes.
I hope you had fun.
If you want to contact the show, we are at Attractions EXP. Also, email, we are expansiondrive@attractionsmagazine.com. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, send them our way and we'll use them on the show.
Unless you hate us, and then go fly a kite.
Just real quick, you haven't beaten the game yet. How many hours have you had spent on Breath of the Wild, would you say?
I don't know exact. I want to say at least probably 70, 80. And I've only found like maybe half of the shrines. Probably only a quarter of the Korok seeds.
Well, on that note, let's get back at it.
All right.
So, we got to go play some Breath of the Wild. So,
Literally.
we'll see you guys later.
Bye. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.